Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the quarantine series. It's another day. People are planning in days now. There's a lot of risk around us. There's a lot of danger. In fact, our worst risks have come true during this time. आज का मौजू बहुत अहम है और जो बात करने वाले हैं वो भी बहुत मजेदार हैं. It's a power couple. They do this together and they're wonderful. One specializes in numbers. एक की स्पेशलाइजेशन फाइनेंसेस है, नंबर्स है, कारोबार है. दूसरी की स्पेशलाइजेशन साइकोलॉजी है, लोगों को समझना है. और जब दोनों मिलते हैं तो like their profile says, it's a lethal combination. I have with me Zaufyshan and Haseeb, Haseeb T. Hasan and Zaufyshan. They are known as the happiness couple, have profoundly touched the lives of thousands of professionals. दुबई से काम करते हैं, 46 मुल्कों में काम किया है. Haseeb की specialization is finance and Zaufyshan is in psychology, like I told you. And together they help tackle challenges of logic and emotion. Both are sought after business coaches और ऑडियंसेस को कंपेल करते हैं कि वो ज्यादा बेहतर जिंदगी जी सके, खुश हो सके, हेल्दी रह सके. अपना CSR भी इसी को मानते हैं. I am very pleased to have Zaufyshan Haseeb with me. Oh wait, I have one of the two.
No, I am also here.
He's here.
I'm also here. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you? Assalamualaikum Haseeb.
Thank you so much for having us over onto your quarantine series, Umair. And it's nice to meet you finally. We have heard so many things about you from so many of the industry, the coaching and the training industry, and you are a good motivational speaker. And yesterday I went on, मैंने कहा जरा उमैर की जाके जरा थोड़ी सी वीडियोस भी देखे. Mashallah, you are a very good speaker and a very good motivational speaker also. And thank you for bringing us onto this platform too.
Thank you, very kind. And I must say that as a couple, the two of you are very fast. As individuals, I'm sure you are, and you'll get to know more. But as a couple, it was very intriguing since I saw you on the trainers group. So I wanted to reach out, and it's a good opportunity. Thank you. How has been the lockdown for the two of you?
It's been amazing. क्योंकि हमारी इतनी ट्रैवलिंग चल रही थी कि उसके बाद हमारे लिए लॉकडाउन वो नहीं है, हमारे लिए एक नॉर्मल रूटीन है. That we are here in our cave, we go for our walks, and that's what we usually do when we are in our cave. We operate from home, whatever needs to be done. और फिर हमारी ये CaveTalk series भी चल रही थी. So alhamdulillah, it hasn't been too bad.
It's been wonderful actually. To be honest with you, जब ये शुरू हुआ है ये अपना quarantine का, we were in Karachi doing some trainings for State Bank and a couple of other clients, and then PPL wanted us to give them some dates, and I knew it for a fact. Guatemala के अंदर lockdown शुरू हो गया तो यहाँ भी होएगा. तो मैंने कहा पल ये लो के चलो टिकट कराएं, let's go to our cave. And then so we decided, this is about 3 months ago. And then as soon as we got here, the flights got locked down and everything also. So the first one month, Zofi has always been motivated and inspired, but I went through a down phase. मैं कहा यार ये क्या हो गया यार जिंदगी में? So and it took me a little while to sort of recuperate and then recover. But then again, people like yourself and us and many others also, who dedicate themselves to helping and benefiting other people. So we took ourselves out of that. I took myself out of that depressive state of mind, which was actually a state of mind. So, but here we are. So we also started our cave talks just like you and so on and so forth. So this is part of our CSR. And nice to be joining hands with you.
Yeah. Yesterday I went for a walk और एहसास नहीं होता है कि हम corporate rut में जब होते हैं उमेर, तो we forget. We don't smell the beautiful flowers on the roadside. I went to a place which was like fairyland. उधर daisies ही daisies wild उगी हुई थी और छोटे-छोटे wild flowers. So alhamdulillah, we have to look at our blessings. ये हम भूल जाते हैं.
Well, she's the biggest blessing in my life, man. I swear.
Yes. You have to say that anyway, whether she is a blessing or not, but she definitely is a blessing. And you look like a very well-gelled-in couple, so it's great to be talking to you. You were saying something, Haseeb?
We've been married for 33 years, working together as motivational speakers for 24 years, and then so yeah, we make good production of influencing people.
You do 33 years. I'm 33 years old, by the way. So there's lots that I need to learn from the two of you. If you can stick together and be this happy for 33, you definitely can teach us a lot. We're talking about risk-taking ability, all of you. आप सब ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं कमेंट्स में जरूर पहले हमें बताएं कि आप कहाँ से ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं so that our guests can also know Zaufyshan Haseeb के आप कहाँ से हमें ज्वाइन किए हुए. नंबर 2 मैं चाहूंगा कि जो बातें आप सुने जो आपको पसंद आए उनको रीइंफोर्स करें. लर्निंग पैसिव बैठ के करेंगे तो जजमेंटल होंगे, अग्रीड डिसअग्रीड मोड में रहेंगे. अगर उंगलियां चलाएंगे तो आप गुफ्तगू को बेहतर बनाएंगे. आपका लिखना दूसरों की लर्निंग को बेहतर बनाता है. सो प्लीज बी एक्टिवली इन्वॉल्व्ड. यू कैन जॉइन अस फॉर क्वेश्चंस ऑन कमेंट्स and towards the end you will also be able to join us live on this link which I'm going to post in the comments as well. रिस्क टेकिंग के हवाले से बात है, हम बात करेंगे रिस्क टेकिंग है क्या, कहाँ अप्लाई करती है, क्यों जरूरी है इसको एक्सपेंड करना, मैं कैसे जानूं मैं कितना रिस्क टेकर हूँ नहीं हूँ. कुछ कहानियां सुनेंगे रिस्क टेकिंग की और बात करेंगे कि रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी अपने अंदर बढ़ाई कैसे जाए. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हम रिस्क अवर्स हैं बहुत सारी अच्छी चीजों के हवाले से और रिस्क मेरी नजर में मिलते भी हैं. सो बहुत 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 अहम मौजू है. लेट्स गो ऑन. हाउ टू डेवलप आवर रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी. आवर फर्स्ट वन इज व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय दिस. हसीब, ज़ौफी, व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी एंड वेयर डज इट अप्लाई.
बोलो जी.
अच्छा, लेडीज फर्स्ट है यहाँ. उमैर, अक्सर जो एक तो सबसे पहले मैं ये कहूंगी कि हमारा रिस्क अवर्स कल्चर है. यहाँ सेफ्टी ज्यादा प्ले की जा सकती है सिंस जनरेशंस, एंड आई पुट इट डाउन बिकॉज मैंने एंथ्रोपोलॉजी और सोशियोलॉजी भी पढ़ी थी. तो हमारा जो कल्चर है उसका बहुत इम्पैक्ट है फॉर द ब्रिटिश व्हेन दे रूल्ड. सो आवर जनरेशंस आर जो हमारे प्रीडिसेसर्स हैं उनको सेफ्टी के साथ ज्यादा लिंक था. सो इस वजह से सम थिंग्स आर पास्ड ऑन. सो लोगों का ये डेफिनेशन होता है कि रिस्क टेकिंग है जो एड्रेनलिन जंकीज करते हैं, डेयर डेविल्स करते हैं, ईवल कनीवल हो गया, ये कर रहे हैं वो रहे हैं. आई डोंट नो, इतनी गलत कॉन्सेप्ट है लोगों का कि रिस्क टेकिंग है क्या. सो दैट इज व्हाट वन थिंग दैट वी नीड टू चेंज द कॉन्सेप्ट इन आवर माइंड, दैट इट्स नॉट थ्रोइंग योरसेल्फ ओवर अ क्लिफ. रिस्क के बहुत सारे फैसेट्स हैं, बहुत सारे एस्पेक्ट्स हैं. सो ये सबसे बड़ी मैं फॉर एग्जांपल बात करूंगी कि रिस्क टेकिंग को डिसीजन मेकिंग के साथ लोग लेते हैं कि ये बड़ी रिस्की डिसीजन है. डिसीजन रिस्की नहीं है, एक्चुअली उसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन रिस्की है कि हम उसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन टूल्स कैसे डालते हैं. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग वी नीड टू एक्चुअली फोकस ऑन इज व्हाट माय कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रिस्क इज, एंड उसमें कंडीशनिंग की भी बात आ जाती है.
रिस्क वाइल्ड लोग सिर्फ नहीं लेते, वाइल्ड वैशी लोग जो हम जोड़ते हैं ये एड्रेनलिन जंकीज हैं, सिर्फ वो नहीं बल्कि रिस्क टेकिंग इज मोर देन दैट. और ये माइंडसेट आपका बहुत इम्पैक्ट करता है. हसीब,
see, I mean, the way I see it is, I mean, yes, my background is finance, and I spent about 12 years in corporate finance. Pakistan Tobacco, Merrill Lynch, Beacon House School System, Director Finance, Head Munshi, जिसको कहते हैं. So I was like there. So yes, I had learned how to take calculated risks in my life. But the people I worked with, like people like Khwaja Bilal of Amar Textiles, people like the MD at that time of Pakistan Tobacco, Mona Kusuri, the founding member of Beacon House School System, and I worked directly with them. And I actually learned, to be honest with you, risk taking from them directly. Because I was trained, I'm talking about 24 years ago, I was trained as a finance professional to take calculated risks. And then eventually it hit me that calculated risks is actually an excuse for the non-risk takers. So, all right.
जो रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहते वो कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क लेते हैं, अवॉइड करते हैं.
बहुत सी excuses हैं लोगों के पास of not taking risk.
In fact, every time we are making a choice whether to go this way or this way, there is a risk involved. Whether I take a decision or if I'm indecisive about something. In both the cases, there is a risk involved. So it all depends. जिस तरह psychology में होता है the pleasure principle, कि we are always trying to keep ourselves into a pleasurable state, and we don't want to embrace pain, and we would rather go into a comfortable position. So उस वक्त ये कि we sort of like going to this, but Zaufi ने बड़ी प्यारी बात की है कि हमारे कल्चर ने हमको ये बात सिखाई है and you also know as a motivational speaker that example about how we raise elephants example, or how we tame the conditioning part कि हाँ जी के बेटा अच्छे ग्रेड्स लेके आओ, बेटा या बेटी अच्छे कॉलेज में जाना है, तुमने अच्छे प्रोफेशन में जाओ, उस प्रोफेशन में जाना जिसका स्कोप है. स्कोप किस चीज का है कि चलिए कि हाँ जी के जो हमको which is like which gives us an income. So when we 24 years ago when we came in this training industry, so there were hardly anybody in the market. KZR was there, Umar Khan was there, Max Babri was there, Faiz Sayal was there. These are the only names at that time. So we are also one of the people. 3-4 साल हमने जिस इस मार्केट में आए, तो we also realized कि यार ये यहाँ पे इस वक्त बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है कि ये to inculcate the cultural unconditioning of people. So that was the most important part we did. So yes.
हमारी जबान में भी है ना, पक्की बात है, पक्की नौकरी है, देखें कुछ और तो नहीं होगा, पक्की. यस.
और फिर उसके बाद होता है कि चलिए आपने प्रोफेशन अच्छा ले लिया, डिग्री हाथ में आ गई है, चलो जी अब नौकरी की तलाश में चलो. नौकरी कौन सी ढूंढनी है यार? गवर्नमेंट की नौकरी ले लो, वो उससे आपको कोई निकाल नहीं सकता. तो सेफ्टी ओरिएंटेड कल्चर है हमारा, सेफ्टी ओरिएंटेड कल्चर है. ज़ौफी ने बड़ी प्यारी बात की है कि राइट फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश रूल, everybody, and rightly so, all the parents and grandparents wanted their next generation to be in a safer platform rather than in an unsafe platform. So this got inculcated into our minds कि हम लोग जो हैं ये we become safe players. So then how do we inculcate? But this is the next question I think that you might be asking. But then again, how do I gauge my risk-taking ability? आपने बड़ा अच्छा सवाल किया है. Yeah.
तो पहले अगर हम इस पे आ जाएं कि why is it important to expand it? ठीक है, समझ आता है, हम culturally tied हैं, सेफ्टी सीख करते हैं, लेकिन अगर ये केस बनाया जाए पाकिस्तान को कि भाई क्यों जरूरी है अपनी रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी बढ़ाना, ये कंफर्ट और लव फॉर द सेमनेस, how is it harming? How is it not helping?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. See, the thing is, why is it important? What are the benefits of? सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि if I want to be a creative individual, now motivation and creativity, they go hand in hand. So if I want to be creative, I cannot be a creative or bring in innovation if I am a safe player. The quality of the choices that I will make will be impacted and it will show. So this means I really have to expand my ability to take risks in my life. And it also helps you to confront difficult situations rather than avoiding them. Normal people will avoid difficult situations. वो उसको फेस नहीं करते हैं, कहते हैं नहीं यार वो जो है ना मिट्टी जो है ना वो कारपेट के नीचे डाल दो जो नजर ना आए, लेकिन they never take an advantage of this.
Having big dreams makes it easier to take risks. Relying on the self is far important than perhaps looking outwards. Beautifully said. Hoodie. There's something inside that needs to be elevated. मेरे एक उस्ताद हैं इरफान मुस्तफा, वो कहते हैं कि जब अंदर की दुनिया, अंदर का मौसम हसीन होता है तो बाहर की दुनिया भी हसीन होती है. जब अंदर खिजा होती है तो बाहर भी खिजा होती है. So I would also build upon this and say कि ये जो खुदी का फलसफा है इकबाल का, ये इंसान को अशरफ लेवल पे लाना है, अल्लाह के खलीफा के लेवल पे लाना है, उस सोच उस फिक्र पे लाना है, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले. Just think about it. It's a mighty statement there that how can you become so elevated spiritually inside you कि आपकी will और आपके रब की will एक हो जाए. It's beautiful. जब वो लेवल होता है तो फिर तो करेज, फिर तो 2 उंगलियों से खैबर का दरवाजा उखड़ता है. जब वो करेज होता है तो हजारों की फौज का आप मुकाबला कर चले जाते हैं. यकीनन बहुत गहरा ताल्लुक है. थैंक यू समीर फॉर ट्रिगरिंग दैट.
I'm reading about that. खुदी का जो कॉन्सेप्ट अल्लामा इकबाल ने दिया है, डिस्पाइट द ब्रिटिश रूल एक्सेट्रा, अगर हम उसी को ही कॉन्सेंट्रेट करें, just taking a bit forward, it gives you so much confidence in self. And Haseeb and I were discussing that you have to have that confidence in self to take risks actually. Risk taking के लिए अपने पे खुद एतमादी जो है वो बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. So अल्लामा इकबाल ने कहा कि everything is within you, हर चीज खुदी में उसको तलाश करें. एक बड़ा प्यारा शेर मुझे याद आया है, जब इश्क सिखाता है आदाब खुद आगाही, खुलते हैं गुलाम इसरार शहनशाही. So you know the secrets of the universe manifests itself only if you become a little more self-aware.
Let me repeat that. जब इश्क सिखाता है आदाब खुद
आगाही,
आगाही, self awareness, तो
yes,
खुलते हैं
गुलामों पे इसरार
खुलते हैं गुलामों पे इसरार शहनशाही, यानी राज फिशा हो जाते हैं गुलामों पे शहनशाही के जब इश्क आपको खुद आगाही सिखा देता है. Beautifully put, wonderful. That's a great comeback. I'll now let you go on the 10-minute absence, which I tried dealing with. We have good people. Thank you very much, all of you, for staying with us. Because we have already touched that, so थोड़ा सा risk-taking stories जान लेते हैं आपसे, और फिर आखिरी हिस्से में जानेंगे कि मैं gauge कैसे करूँ अपनी ability और develop कैसे करूँ. How's that?
That's good, Umair. But एक चीज थी जो आपके पहले क्वेश्चन से लिंक थी. मैंने हालांकि कहा कि हमारा रिस्क अवर्स कल्चर है, लेकिन हमें एहसास नहीं है कि हर रोज हम कितने ज्यादा रिस्क ऑलरेडी वी आर टेकिंग दोज रिस्क. ठीक है, घर में स्टेइंग एट होम इज अ रिस्क, गोइंग आउट इज अ रिस्क, क्रॉसिंग द स्ट्रीट इज अ रिस्क, बीइंग इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज अ रिस्क, गोइंग इनटू योर ओन बिजनेस इज अ रिस्क. और एक बड़ा रिस्क है जो अक्सर काफी लोग दे गो थ्रू इट, वो है शादी. शादी कितना बड़ा रिस्क है कि तो 33 सालों के बाद एहसास होता है कि आपकी लव मैरिज हो, आपकी अरेंज,
आप सोचते हैं शदीद तरीन रिस्क अरेंज मैरिज है, शदीद तरीन रिस्क.
और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
हमारी अरेंज मैरिज है.
देखिए, आपके दौर में रिस्क नहीं था, आज के दौर में रिस्क है. ये भी तो होता है ना, वक्त के साथ साथ रिस्क पैरामीटर्स चेंज हो जाते हैं.
नहीं, मैंने तो अपनी अम्मा की बात सुनी थी और अब्बा की बात सुनी थी, इसलिए बच गया जिंदगी में यार. I didn't trust my own choice, so like you know, I'm so glad that I took one of the best decisions you make is
yes.
Having kids is a risk, and it's not just having kids, it is how you upbring them. आप तरबियत, हर माँ बाप अपनी तरफ से अच्छी तरबियत करता है, लेकिन कितनी बड़ी रिस्क है, बिकॉज बच्चे जो हैं they might take your upbringing in a totally different thing. When your kids inshallah will be teenagers or in their 20s, you will realize ये भी किया तो उसका रिस्क था, ये नहीं किया उसका वो भी रिस्क था. So I just wanted to expand on कि रिस्क है क्या हमारे लिए.
Wonderful point. लेकिन बहुत सारी रिस्क, हर चीज में रिस्क है जो हम काम कर रहे हैं. Haseeb, do you want to add to that and then dive into some stories on risk taking?
I'll jump into my own personal story. Yeah, what actually sort of like helped me. So like,
go on.
As you said, as you also mentioned earlier to the audiences, that I was a finance professional. So playing safe by the SOPs, standing procedures, like you know. So this became a part. So when I joined Pakistan Tobacco, my first job after coming back from Texas with a finance degree, and then sort of like joining in. My father said, go into finance. Finance people go to the top of the organization. So I went into finance. But that was not really me. But then again, I had this creative spark. You know, everybody has this scale of motivation. कि एक बार यार मुझे पहला job मिल जाए, मैंने अपनी full creativity और innovation लेके आनी है. So I joined this multinational, which is a 200-year-old organization. And then sort of like SOP is very well defined. So after about a couple of months, I went to my boss and I said, boss, new idea. I was given a job description कि आप इसको इस instructions को इस line को follow करें. So I went back to him and I said, boss, new idea. We can do this more creatively and it will be much better. And I sort of like, and I got the response, you're not supposed to think, follow the instructions, please. And then so slowly, my creativity started going down. And over a period of years, I started realizing that, yes, the quality of the decisions that I was taking in the corporate world were to secure myself. Because as my income went up, the insecurity level also went up. So when the insecurity level goes up, your risk-taking goes down. So there's a very funny story. This is about like, and this is actually what was the change catalyst in my life, in our life, to be honest with you. And that's when we started working together. Is that 24 years ago, we were on vacation in Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and he went to Thailand in a place called Phuket. You know where Phuket is, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So there was a bungee jumping place over there. So bungee jumping मैंने जिंदगी में कभी नहीं की भी थी. तब तक तो भाई की बड़ी जो सोच के बंदे का ख्याल आया था यार बंजी जंपिंग यार. तो एनीवे हमने एक जीप रेंट आउट की हुई थी. हम लोग गए उसके ऊपर ब्रोशर्स देख के चलो यार लेट्स गो देयर. So imagine this, visualize this. There was a lake and there was a crane going up, and then about 150 feet, 50 meters, one person jumped. We heard the word 4, 3, 2, 1 bungee, and then somebody jumped down. And then uske baad kya hua? Like another person went up, and then he also 4, 3, 2, 1 bungee, and then he also jumped. The third person went up, 4, 3, 2, 1 bungee. Nobody jumped. So the guy came down and he was very shy and he sort of went उसने जो 100 लोग नीचे approximately खड़े थे उन सबको अवॉइड करता हुआ और वो निकल गया खसियाना होके. मैंने वो बड़े करेज करके मैं ऑस्ट्रेलियन फ्रेंचाइज ओनर के पास गया. मैंने पूछा, मैंने कहा ये बताइए कि has anybody ever died on this? कहता है no, not on this one. मैंने कहा अच्छा भाई के हाथों में.
That's a beautiful answer. Not on this one.
Not on this one. अच्छा हाथ में पसीने. मैंने कहा चलो यार अब बेगम साथ है, हमेशा शोकी मारी है बेगम के सामने. आई एम द मैन, आई एम द टार्ज़न.
और टार्ज़न बंजी जंप नाम था उसका. इनको वैसे भी टार्ज़न का शौक था, रस्सियों से वो लटक क्या करता था, इसलिए आई थिंक यू वेंट देयर.
अभी भी यही करता हूँ जंगलों में.
ये अभी भी छुप के वही करते हैं जो आपने इनको रुकवाया करने से.
छुप के नहीं, दो तरफ तो 2 पाइन ट्रीज के दरमियान में इन्होंने एक मेटल रॉड भी लगाई हुई है जिससे रोज लटकते हैं ये.
Wow, that's great. It's good to be alive and be young, but I can relate with the bungee jumping experience, Azitza, because I did it and I used to do a lot of fear breaking here. So go on. Did you go up then?
So so I said, okay, I'll go ahead. I paid the money, 200 extra for the photographs, and then they took my weight and they made me sign a certificate. In case something happens to me, they are not responsible. अब तो भाई के कांपते हुए हाथों से लिखा, साइन किया. और यार छोटे छोटे बच्चे थे बिल्कुल यार उस जमाने में. I'm talking about what 1995.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. And we were in a foreign country. So वो fears भी, logical mind जो है वो कहता है यार तुम क्यों रिस्क ले रहे हो भाई, ये बच्चे तुम्हारे इधर, तुम्हें खुदा ना खास्ता कुछ हो गया तो क्या करेंगे, तुम्हारी फैमिली क्या करेगी, But anyway, so I had to follow my journey and everything. So before I know, here I am sitting in the cabin, and they tied my legs, and here I am sitting in the cabin, and this Thai guy was fixing the ropes, and he asked me the question, have you ever jumped before? I said, no, I've never jumped before. He said, okay, in that case, when the cabin comes to a stop, don't look down. Just hold on to, just hop onto the open area, which was like a bars like this, and then don't look down. When I count 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee, just jump. Don't look down. Okay. Engine sound of the cabin. Duk, 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 duk. And then I sort of hop onto the open area, and here I am holding on to those bars. Now my logical mind is telling me and compelling me to return back. But then again, my adventurous side, which was frustrated with the way things were happening. I was not happy with my life. I had become 85, 87 kgs. And I had was very frustrated as a finance geek. I was fighting with her, fighting with everybody. I became a bulldog, which I basically am. So the alpha male syndrome and so on and so forth, misdirected and so on and so forth. So here I was standing there, and he took a photograph also, from the side, and the photograph that came out later, I still have that photograph in my laptop, and I actually looked, pardon the expression, I looked shit scared in there. And then
उर्दू में क्या कहेंगे shit scared को?
खुश हुई थी.
सिटी गुम हो गई.
सिटी गुम. इतना आपने मौजूद अंदाज में कह दिया ज़ौफी. मैं लेके जा रहा था कि कोई पंजाबी निकले मुहावरा इसमें.
भाई pretty easy full time.
Wonderful.
So this guy says, okay, I'm going to count now. Don't look down. Just when I say 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee, just let go and just jump. And don't look down. Okay. He says 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee. And I look down. wow man, this is too far. There's no way I'm going to jump this distance. Allah के सब इतने छोटे-छोटे नजर आ रहे थे ऊपर से ये लोग. छोटे-छोटे. और छोटी बेटी मेरी मिरर उसको 9 महीने की थी, उसने कोलालमपुर के स्टेशन के ऊपर भी वॉक करना सीखा था. मैंने कहा मेरे छोटे-छोटे बच्चे हैं भाई, मैं कितने फंस गया था. Right? So then he says, okay, and then like, maybe it was a standard for him. And he says to me, what happened? I said, this is too far, man. And he says, no jump, no refund. And I said, no, being a Pakistani, that convinced me to jump.
ये तो बहुत ही अच्छी टेक्निक बता दी आपने, इसी में तो राज छुपा हुआ है.
बंदा पैसे इन्वेस्ट कर दे, उसके बाद बंदा फंस जाए. And you come to a point of no return. And I reached a point of no return. And that was my point of no return. So what is the point of no return? A point of no return is when you push yourself to a certain limit, and if you turn back from that point, your self-confidence will never be the same again. So this means you have only one way, which is forward. Now, there were risks involved. But then again, a few thoughts went into my mind. And he says, from the beaches, make up your mind. We got other people waiting also. Shall we go down? I said, no, give me a minute. मैंने अपनी आंखें बंद की, 2-4 बातें मेरे दिमाग में आई. And I want your audience to listen to this also. पहली बात, हर बंदा समझता है कि चीज़ कि मैं जो हूँ above average हूँ. दूसरे जो है वो बिल्कुल गधे हैं और मैं जो हूँ बेहतर हूँ. Maybe I'm misunderstood, but I have it in me. Now, especially for an alpha male, especially for people who have more self-confidence, they don't want to accept that they don't have it in them. So I did not want to live with this thought. वो बात याद आई कि क्या कहते हैं, गीदड़ की 100 साल से बेहतर है शेर की एक दिन की जिंदगी. Something like that. So thank you Faria for saying wow. Right, okay. So then I decided, अच्छा यार अभी मेरे बच्चे भी हैं नीचे, बच्चों के लिए मैंने क्या एग्जांपल सेट करनी है. जब मैं अच्छा फिर एक दिमाग में आई बात कि जब यार let's say I turn back, my children will relate this story to their friends in the years to come, saying हमारे पापा ने ऊपर गए थे बंजी जंप करने, लेकिन उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं ये बहुत रिस्की है, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, ये नहीं ठीक बात. What am I doing? I'm converting my children into the chicken that I am myself. In the face of logic, in the face of wisdom, I think playing safe is the rational thing to do, and I think that's the most stupid thing to do. So then उसने पीछे से मैंने कहा काउंट अगेन. मैंने आंखें खोली, इतनी देर में ज़ौफी की आवाज नीचे से आती है और किसी ने अभी कमेंट किया था कि आपके लव्ड वंस की जो सपोर्ट है वो कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, which is very 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 true. So Zofi saw, and she was making a video from down there, and she screamed out loud, "Come on, Haseeb, you can do it." Now, these words of encouragement from your loved ones can really mean a lot. डूबते को तिनके का सहारा. So उस वक्त मैंने आंखें खोली, तब तक वीडियो के ऊपर जो रिकॉर्ड हो रही थी 40 seconds had passed. But so much went through in my mind. Indecisiveness के अंदर जो पेन थी, जो फ्रस्ट्रेशन थी, वो इतनी ज्यादा थी, समझ नहीं आ रही थी क्या करूं. हाथों में पसीना था, indecisiveness थी, फ्रस्ट्रेशन थी. बट मैंने कहा यार ये अब तो जाना जरूरी है आगे. अब तो आगे चलो भाई, जो मर्जी हो जाए. अब ये मेरे अल्लाह मियां संभाल लो भाई मुझे. Okay, count again. और उसने कहा 4, 3, 2, 1 bungee. And I took a split second decision of letting go. And I let go. As soon as I let go, being a diver, I went for a dive. And about 3 seconds later, I touched the water and I was pulled back up like a puppet on a string. And I was coming down straight. And that's the first time I felt the falling feeling in my stomach. And I came up and down and I screamed out loud, "Oh, I did it!" उन्होंने कैबिन को नीचे उतरा नीचे, तो जो फ्रेंचाइज ओनर था, मैं ऐसे, now guess how I was walking. पहले तो बड़ा म्याऊ म्याऊ चाऊ 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 था. उसके बाद जो भाई का शेर निकला और वो ऑस्ट्रेलियन फ्रेंचाइज ओनर कहता है, "Oh, look at you, you're a different person now." Seriously, this is one incident. अच्छा, when I jumped, I blacked out for a couple of seconds. When I blacked out, the monkey brain that I had, which was compelling me to stay in my safe zone and to play God, that switched off. And I mean, it was like a system reboot. Yeah. It was like a system reboot to me. And now I take Now I take people on adventurous sports like this and so on and so forth. But then again, about a couple of years later, Zofi also bungee jumped, and she has to share her story herself.
Well, Umair,
Thank you for
Haseeb,
that. That was wonderful storytelling and beautifully related. I like it how you said that, you know what, the transition that happened in you once you had made the move, the battle between the mind and the heart. Zofi, what's your version?
But let me just say one word out of it. Sorry.
no, go for it.
Is when I came back from Thailand after that trip, I put this project called Informatics for Beacon House, which was an IT training center. It was my brainchild. Gave me the confidence of going on my own.
Wow.
I resigned back in 1996, and July 13th, which is coming up, it will be 25 years for us to be doing what we are doing. And then we started our own business.
Wow.
Then never looked back. Never looked back. Never looked back. We stopped. I stopped being afraid of bills. I stopped being afraid of difficult people. I stopped being afraid of difficult. I had taken an extreme risk with myself. I could have died there. आज तो बोनस है भाई, 25 साल बाद भी जिंदा हूँ.
चले आपने बंजी में किया, बाकियों को मैं कहूंगा कोरोना में ये समझ ले, अगर बच निकले बहुत शुक्रिया, वंडरफुल स्टोरी देयर. ज़ोफी,
उमेर, मैं हमेशा से growing up, a girl child growing up in Pakistan, women are made more and more cautious. They are actually, now things are changing, but they are raised differently. I talk about that in my women empowerment trainings of taking the culture out. But I was never a risk taker. I used to stick to the rules. माँ बाप ने जो कह दिया, जिससे कहा शादी कर लो, उससे शादी कर ली, यहाँ बैठ जाओ, ये कर लो. So I was
आप तो बड़ी
never.
मासूम निकली.
और क्या? अब बदल गई हो शायद.
तभी तो इतना खुश हैं हसीब. But you're right in saying that women come with, there's a lot of cultural baggage and restrictions, and they generally do better delivering on that. So you were cookie cut into the Pakistani.
Asina Foundation Home Economics. She was really an ideal companion. उसके बाद जब ये काम में आई है with her background in psychology, mashallah, she's ahead of me right now in all respects. Yeah.
Thank you, Lily.
In all respects.
So what I was saying was that being told what to do, whether in school or in your inner nucleus circle family, etc., that's what I was. So I wasn't big on that. I don't even like roller coasters, but yeah, I've tried a few in my life. So Haseeb, Singapore, हम लोग दुबई shift हो गए थे. Haseeb was going to Singapore for a training, and he left me an envelope saying bungee jump, because दुबई में नया on the creek side bungee jump शुरू हुआ था. अब भी उन्होंने बंद कर दिया है, but that was the first year. And
year 2000. So we're talking about 20 years ago.
और छोड़ गए यहाँ कि here, I think, it had an impact on me. I think it's about time you had a reboot, etc. वो पड़ा रहा वहाँ envelope. मैंने नहीं वो देखा, मतलब नजर में आंखों को चुप रहा था. But just the last day थी, it was a part of Dubai shopping festival. Last day तक मैंने wait किया. फिर then I pushed myself कि चलो, बच्चों को मैंने कहा, kids were young. मैंने बेटे को बुलाया. He was what, 11? I said, बेटा, मैं बंजी जंप मैं जा रही हूँ. I'm going to bungee jump. उसकी आंखें हो गई कि माँ को आज क्या हो गया है. The mother, what's wrong with her? And then I said, beta, and I'm going to give you your dad's hotel number in Singapore. If something happens to me, this is the number you call. वो बेचारा 11 साल का बच्चा, वो तो परेशान हो गया. Mom, please don't do it. Mom, you don't need to. बेचारे, मैंने कहा नहीं, it's okay, beta.
Hamza.
And we went to the creek, walked there. यही सारा कुछ मेरे साथ हुआ. और मैं कहती थी क्या हंसी बात कर रहे हैं. लिटरली ऊपर क्रेन पे जाके ना, जो आपको एहसास होता है ना कि लोग कितने छोटे लग रहे हैं, और मतलब ऐसे होता है कि कोई थॉट ही नहीं आ रहा है जहन में. इवन द थॉट ऑफ जंपिंग. जो जंप मास्टर था मेरा, ही वाज अ सिप्रियट, पैज उसका.
I think there's some glitch. You're listening to Haseeb and Zaufyshan from CaveTalk. बात कर रहे हैं risk taking के ऊपर, and we're listening to their own accounts of how they.
Yes. So I told him that please, you have to push me. I can't do that. I don't have. So he said, that, you know, you women, you have so much strength. You deliver babies, etc. People come here, all muscled, buff guys. When they are going to bungee jump, they even cry. So मैंने कहा कम से कम मैं रो तो नहीं रही हूँ. And as always, I just said, Bismillah tawakkaltu ala Allah, wala hawl wala quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim, and I jumped. और मेरे भी बच्चे वहां खड़े थे और 100 लोग और खड़े हुए थे वहां क्रीक साइड पे कि देखते हैं कि whether this person is going to chicken out or something. And the jump master said that you women, there is so much risk in when you deliver a baby. You guys you can take so much, your pain threshold is more. And people come here, you know, buff guys जो pumping करते हैं iron की और वो सब कुछ, वो यहाँ आके रोते हैं कई दफा क्योंकि फेयर इतना ज्यादा होता है इसमें. So it's okay to be fearful. उसकी 2-4 बातें मुझे अच्छी लगी, तो मैंने वही कहा कि मैंने बिस्मिल्लाह तवक्कलतु अल्लाह वला हौल वला कुव्वता इल्ला बिल्लाहिल अलिय्यिल अज़ीम पढ़ा और मैंने कहा चलो जी देखते हैं क्या होता है. और उसी तरह you do black out but you don't realize blacking out. उमेर 3 सेकंड सिर्फ लगते हैं. उन 3 सेकंड्स के लिए आप इतना बड़ा क्लाउड बना लेते हो फेयर का. सो जो एक्चुअल डिसीजन के बाद जो 3 सेकंड्स है ना, इफ यू जस्ट पुट अप विद दैट, आगे थिंग्स आर स्मूथ सेलिंग. तो मैं यही कह रही थी कि इतना मुझे इम्पैक्ट शायद हसीब की तरह नहीं हुआ कि मैं कहूँ जी कि मैं अपने बिजनेस में जाऊं या क्या, लेकिन इन दीज पास्ट 20 years there is a certain repose, there is a certain control over myself that I feel has been responsible for bungee jumping. So अगर आप only in retrospect, जो बात मैं कहना चाहती थी, retrospect में पता चलता है कि जो रिस्क लिया है उसके बेनिफिट्स क्या रहे हैं और हम अपने बच्चों को भी उतना ही फेयरफुल बनाते हैं. आई नो ऑफ पेरेंट्स जो बच्चों को, छोटी एग्जांपल दे रही हूँ, जो बच्चों को एक डॉग जो है स्ट्रीट पे उसको पेट नहीं करने देंगे कि काट लेगा क्योंकि कोई और वाइल्ड डॉग ने काटा था. आप अपने बच्चे को एनिमल पेट लविंग को देंगे, स्विमिंग नहीं सिखाएंगे. यू नो, सो मेनी थिंग्स हैपन, बट we need to develop and nurture our children to take more risks as well.
I need to add one thing. To add one thing. My bungee jumping was 50 meters and hers was 60 meters.
इसलिए हम दोनों के जो लगे में बंजी जंपिंग के सर्टिफिकेट्स मैंने अपना ऊपर लगाया कि मैंने आपसे 10 मीटर और किया था. And last 2 things, I've always been afraid of the sea, but now I've done deep sea diving and I've done zip lining, and next is inshallah sky jumping. क्या कहते हैं उसको?
That's right.
Skydiving.
Skydiving.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Wow, beautiful. You've taken me back years because I did skydiving first, then I did bungee jumping. Skydiving was much easier, but bungee is really, really a leap of faith. And 3-4 seconds, like you have narrated, wonderful. Very, very good stories, and I'm glad you've shared your own stories here. Should we move on to the next one, or would you like us to know of another story here?
नहीं.
ओके वंडरफुल. अब 2 सवाल है, मैं मिला देता हूँ और फिर हम लोगों के सवालात लेंगे. मैं कैसे अपनी रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी गेज करूँ कि मैं कैसा रिस्क टेकर हूँ इस वक्त, एंड लास्टली मैं इसको डेवलप कैसे करूँ, मैं बढ़ाऊँ कैसे अपनी इस एपेटाइट को, इस एबिलिटी को.
You want to start or should I start?
You start.
I start. How do we develop our risk taking ability? Beautiful question. Now the thing is, first of all, accept that we are into the safe zone, and we are, which is also known as the comfort zone, as you know. So उस comfort zone से आपको अपने आप को निकालने के लिए कुछ तो थोड़ी सी चीखें निकलेंगी यार. पहले बैटमैन ना बनता अगर वो अपने fears को confront ना करता बैट केव में जाके. So although this is a story, but then again there is a lesson behind this also. To develop your risk taking ability, we must face our fears. अगर मुझे रात को अंधेरे से डर लगता है, अगर मुझे रात को कब्रिस्तान जाने से डर लगता है, अगर मुझे रात को नंगे पांव जंगल में फिरने से डर लगता है, तो उसका एक ही तरीका है भाई, गो डू इट. वो ये नहीं है इच्छा नहीं कि हाँ जी कि जब मैं ये करूंगा उस पर कोई थ्योरी नहीं मिलनी है आपको. वो तो आपको एक्सपीरियंशियली ही सीखना पड़ेगा, जाके उसको कन्फ्रंट करना पड़ेगा. स्पाइडर आ गया है, स्पाइडर के साथ प्यार करें यार, कसम से, सीरियसली, बजाय कि उससे डरें. छिपकली आ गई, कॉकरोच आ गया. जो लोग छोटी छोटी चीजों से डर जाते हैं, उन्होंने जिंदगी में जाके क्या मार रहे हैं यार. तो पहले तो अपने फोबियाज को दूर करें, अपने छोटे छोटे फोबियाज को दूर करें. अपने आप make a list of things. I'm talking to the audience here. I know you've conquered many of your own fears in your life, but then again, I think it's very important to confront our fears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do one thing every day that scares you. Make a list of what scares you, what you're afraid of doing, जो चीजें आप नहीं करते, and then the only answer is to get going with them. Dive into that ocean and start experiencing them. जब तक इससे बाहर नहीं निकलते तब तक बड़े बड़े challenges पे नहीं. Zofi, how would you like to contribute to this?
दो बातें मैं ये एक्चुअली कहना चाह रही थी. बट पहला है कि जहाद का बड़ा मिसकॉन्सेप्ट है. जहाद और नफ्स से बढ़कर कोई जहाद नहीं है. तो नफ्स पे काबू करने, अपने कन्फ्रंटिंग योर फेयर्स का भी वो आता है. अगर आप अपने पे नफ्स पे कंट्रोल कर लेंगे, आप पूरी दुनिया को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं. सो इट स्टार्ट्स विद योर ओन सेल्फ एक्चुअली. और द मेन थिंग इज के द रिस्क of not taking the risk is higher. The risk of not taking the risk is higher than rather than taking the risk. एक बहुत खूबसूरत कोट मैंने पढ़ा हुआ है उमैर, और that really shook me. And I quote, most people die at the age of 35
or
40, but are buried at the age of 80. वो क्या जिया अगर जीना ही छोड़ दिया. ठीक है. और दूसरा जो मेरा है, मैं
ये जीना भी कोई जीना है लल्ली.
जो जीना भी कोई जीना है. I like that.
Having faith also helps in risk taking. देखें, हर चीज अरबिक मैंने सीखी थी दुबई में, तो मकतूब कहते हैं कि everything is written. Your risk, आपने पहले जो बात की थी रिस्क और रिस्क, एब्सोल्युटली यही बात हसीब और मैं कह रहे थे कि कितना इनमें मुशाबहत है. और सूरह लुकमान में भी
by taking risks you can increase your risk.
Wonderful.
So सूरह लुकमान ने भी लिखा है कि no soul perceives what it will earn and no soul perceives in what land it will die. हमारा मौत का एक दिन मुअय्यन है, नींद क्यों रात भर नहीं आती, तो किस चीज का डर है जब हमें वो है. आई एम नॉट सेइंग बी रेकलेस. बाय द वे, रिस्क टेकिंग क्रिएट्स डोपामिन. जब आप रिस्क लेते हो ना, हम समझते हैं कि वो पैल्पिटेशन है या हार्ट है, आपकी डोपामिन हो रही है. इसीलिए कई एड्रेनलिन जंकीज मतलब कई दफा गलत किस्म के वो रेकलेस रिस्क भी ले लेते हैं. बट आई थिंक इट शुड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ एवरी डे लाइफ. उसका गेज करने का मैं बाद में बताऊंगी. आई थिंक दीस वर द
मैं भी कुछ पॉइंट मेरे पास भी है, मैं भी ऐड ऑन कर दूं इसके अंदर. जी
यस श्योर
जी. Another thing is, see, risk taking, a lot of people want to be innovative, a lot of people want to be creative, especially like, you know, we do these corporate training programs. I mean, I don't want to sound selling over here because like, you know, trainers eventually end up selling themselves, but we don't need to anymore. But middle management तक पहुंचने के लिए आपको एक सेफ्टी जोन से गुजरना पड़ता है. उसके बाद फिर आपको अपनी रिस्क टेकिंग एबिलिटी करना है. Otherwise, the quality of the decisions that people are taking is a big question mark. So if I don't expand my capacity to take risks, I am definitely not adding value to either the organization or to the people who are reporting to me. So it's a leadership characteristic. So if I'm a safe player, forget about leadership. Then join the sheep mentality. So there is that sheep mentality is there. One thing is that, so I've actually come up with this, like, you know, ABC. So what is ABC? Always be creating something. When you are creating something,
be creating.
Always ABC. Always be creating. ABS. Always be stretching, which applies to both the physical, because I'm a yogi and, like, you know, I mean, I'm also a yoga master and a Reiki master and everything. But then again, it's also not only physical, but also stretching your mind to areas where no man has gone before. Now that's the real challenge.
Wow.
How do you overcome the norms of society? How do you overcome the conditioning that we've received so far? How do we overcome the phobias that we have? How we overcome the low self-confidence that has been ingrained within our own selves ever since we were small.
That we have learned. That's not us, but we have learned. Yes, beautiful. ABC and ABS.
Yeah, ABC and ABS. I have more also. AAA formula. What is the AAA formula? The triple A is number one. I need awareness to improve anything, any skill. I need awareness. कोई time management है, या communication skills है, या negotiation skills है, या interpersonal skills है, या whatever it might be. So I first of all need awareness. Second thing is I need acceptance. So if I have awareness and I accept, most people will have awareness, but they will not accept it. So if I have acceptance, what is the third A? So awareness,
Action.
acceptance, and action. Bravo. If you were in my workshop, I would have given you a chocolate right now.
I want that chocolate. Please bring it on next time. Lovely. Two very important. 3 tools actually. ABC, always be creating. बनाते रहे. Creative zone आपको survival से बाहर रखता है, आपके अंदर बहुत dopamine डालता है, खुश रखता है. Always be stretching physically, mentally, spiritually. And AAA, which is awareness. जाने, accept करें जो है और फिर अमल करें.
Next point is have a purpose or a mission, a direction, a North Star, a mountain peak.
Nice.
If you have a vision that you want to go to, then risk taking is not a problem. It's only a small little example, a small little obstacle. People get stuck at obstacles when they don't have a long-term vision, when they don't have a North Star in front of them.
Beautifully said.
Yeah. So they get stuck into this. And then also invest in your self-confidence. How do you invest in your self-confidence? In my opinion, self-confidence comes with 2-3 main things. Number one is I must overcome my weaknesses. If I live with my weaknesses, my self-confidence is not going to go up. Secondly, it's not just about this. How do I build my confidence? Is that the phobias that I have, is that the daring things I need to do. We like movies which are motivational. Why? Because people do daring stuff. We like to see that in movies, but we don't apply it to our daily lives. When it comes to our daily lives, and we are always trying to play safe. So that is also there. Do adventurous stuffs, activities like you did skydiving. So I do hiking. I do hiking at night, and even at I know there are wild boars out there. I know there are animals out there. But hey, I am the most dangerous animal in the mountains at night.
I like how you say it. Another guest said, beautiful example, that when the lion and the elephant come head on, the lion knows it has to eat and the elephant knows that it will be eaten. So it's in the head, and what's in your head makes a difference.
नहीं वो बात है ना, एक जोक भी है ना कि अच्छा ठीक है आप जंगल में जा रहे हैं तो शेर आ जाएगा तो आप क्या करेंगे, तो अगला कहता है यार मैंने क्या करना है, जो करना है शेर ने करना है यार.
मुझे क्या करना है, जो करना है उसी ने करना है.
By the way, सुना है आजकल माउंटेन्स में एक चीता आया हुआ है, तो इनको लोकल्स कह रहे थे कि आप ना जाएं, तो हसीब ने कहा ये क्या पता भी नहीं है कहाँ है बेचारा उसको. Last night
was a full moon night, and invariably on a full moon night I spent in the jungles by myself. Yeah. Wow. So that's how I expand my capacity.
And you have arrived at it over a period of time by challenging yourself, by pushing yourself.
Yes, for sure. Now it's a normal activity for me. What other people see as risk taking, I see as a normal activity for me. If I don't do it, I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
Okay, so now you've rewired yourself, and it's lovely to know, from finance background to the shift, and then many years of this, how you can rewire yourself. Beautiful story there. Haseeb, would you like to add anything there?
One last point. Whenever faced in a difficult situation, one simple question: what is the maximum that will happen? यार क्या हो जाएगा यार, क्या फर्क पड़ जाएगा, मैक्सिमम क्या होगा, मर जाऊंगा मैं, तो मरना तो है यार. जब आपको मौत का डर ना रहे, जब आपको अपनी बेइज्जती होने का डर ना रहे, इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ increase your capacity to be insulted. If you don't increase your capacity to be insulted, you will stay in those social norms and boundaries of the culture that has produced you. So increase your capacity to take further risks in your life. यार ठीक है यार, मरना तो है एक दिन, क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार. I'm 61 years old. If I still have the fear of dying, I don't think I have achieved anything in my life so far.
Beautiful. Jobs Baba said that death is what gives meaning to life. मरना तो है. कल भी जो मेरे मेहमान थे उन्होंने ये कहा, what's the worst that will happen, कि तुम मर जाओगे, वो तो वैसे ही होना है. अगर आप उसको मान लें तो आप जीना शुरू कर देते हैं. हमने बहुत सारी बात जीने के हवाले से की है. हमारे मेहमान ज़ोफिशा और हसीब are known as the power couple, and they are introduced us to how to build our risk-taking ability or risk. कैसे कैसे पर्सनल और प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में अनफोल्ड करता है, कैसे हमारी कंडीशनिंग इम्पैक्ट करती है. There are many questions there and we are over time. So would you like to do like a rapid fire? I can flash the questions and you can answer. Yes, the last 5 minutes.
2-3 चीजें कह रही हूँ. I'll just take a few
Sure.
seconds.
Sure, go on.
आप कह रहे थे गेज कैसे करें कि रिस्क टेकिंग लेते हैं. मुझे ये, मैं सारों को जो भी इस वक्त whoever is watching कहूंगी, आपने कोई और कुजीन ट्राई किया है? लोग तो कुक सुशी भी नहीं ट्राई करते. कोई नई चीज ट्राई करने से पहले डर जाते हैं. तो मतलब trying new things is another way of gauging whether you are a risk taker or you aren't. हर दफा वेकेशंस पे सेम जगह पे ही हम जाते हैं. एंड यू नो, सो दीज आर द थिंग्स. छोटे छोटे रिस्क हम जिंदगी में लेते रहें तो हमें पता चलता रहेगा. किसी से बात करनी है और रुक जाएं तो इसका मतलब हम रिस्क नहीं ले रहे हैं. क्या हो जाएगा? एज लॉन्ग एज इट्स नॉट एन अग्रेसिव कॉन्वर्सेशन एक्सेट्रा, वी आर आवर बेस्ट टीचर. हमें किसी और की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है.
And also one more thing, one more thing. When was the last time? How to gauge whether I'm I'm a risk taker or not. I just want to ask, and that's a question for anybody to reflect on. When was and I want you to post this, write this question down. When was the last time you did something for the first time?
Wonderful. When was the last time you did something for the first time? शायद कोरोना बचा ले लोगों को इस मामले में. लेकिन beautiful question. When was the last time you did something for the first time?
All right. Are you ready for?
Okay, so questions, please.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So we have 5 more minutes. We are an hour and 7 minutes into this. So we'll do 5 minutes because I have another one starting at 4:15. I would love to take this on, but we have to close this. So please, request is if we can do shorter answers so we can take more questions, and I might disappear. Allow me to do that. Wonderful. We'll definitely do more time. If taking a risk doesn't result positive, how to restart or gain confidence again?
One more thing. Mostly people they say हमने business start की थी लेकिन वो fail हो गई थी तो इसलिए. Every time you take a risk, you are a different person. It is different set of circumstances. So इसीलिए restart कर सकते हैं और ये confidence हो सकते हैं कि हम बहुत बेहतर हैं उस time से, हमारा wisdom etc. Haseeb, what is your answer? As it's a quick thing.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question? मैं fix करा था camera.
If taking a risk doesn't result positive, how to?
No problem. Don't give up. Don't give up, यार. Seriously, वो जो spider वाली story नहीं है. Try and try again. But आमतौर पे majority of the people will give up. हाँ, मैंने try किया था. I mean, starting your own business is an extreme example. But we're talking about, let's say, changing your toothpaste brand, or even your the color of the curtains or the carpet, or any small little cuisine. If you didn't like it the first time, why give up? Keep going at it. Yes, वो Wally syndrome, that makes you into a sheep mentality. So yeah, so take risks. So what? फर्क नहीं पड़ता उसके अंदर.
सही बात है. मतलब लोग बीवियां भी तो बदल ही लेते हैं ना, क्योंकि उनको पहली वाली पसंद नहीं आई होती.
All right, so she's asking for it now. Where she's asking for it.
And you are a risk taker.
Yeah,
you're a difficult man to handle. Okay, you're a difficult man. When you're deciding whether to take a risk, what to believe more, your gut feeling or the logical figures?
Gut. 100% gut. Yeah, I would say park your logic aside, because your intuition, your gut feeling is telling you what is more important than your logic. The logic will bring the fears, and the logic will come in together. The fears will manifest themselves through the logic, and you will say नहीं यार ये काम मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए. लेकिन ये कि उस वक्त आपको अपनी gut feeling करनी है, knowing that you are going to fail, still jump into it.
Beautiful. This has to be the last one. How to keep your hoodie alive when people around keep suppressing it?
Leave those people.
Take your time and also build it into the last message. I'll give you a few minutes on this. Take a couple of minutes.
Then you change the people. Very simple. Change the people you roam around with. If you cannot change them, फिर वो ear plugs पहन लें, अपने वो like कोई अपने को music लगा लें and so on and so forth, but then again stop paying attention, एक कान से सुने दूसरे कान से निकालते हैं. Nobody has a right to come between you and your self-confidence, man. Nobody. We came alone and we're going to go alone. The life that we spend in this process has to be an adventurous and an experimenting life. If I become tamed into the society norms, then mere mein aur sheep mentality mein farak koi nahi hai. You have to think differently. If I think like the majority, I belong with the majority.
Wonderful. Beautifully said. If I think like the majority, that's where I belong. Zafi, anything from you?
Just that कि अगर आप फिर भी influence दूसरों से हो रहे हैं, तो they are more powerful than your own खुदी and than your own confidence. When you have full awareness, आप अपनी खुदी पे concentrate करें. And just a last word of caution, खुदी और ego में फर्क है. So उसकी differentiation कर दें, अपने में confidence रखें. अगर दूसरे कर रहे हैं तो इसका मतलब आपको अपने में ही confidence नहीं है कि वो आपको empower कर सक रहे हैं. And
wow. खुद ही कैसे अगर बाहर से आ रही है.
सही बात है, सही बात है. When you take a risk, either you win out of your fear or gain experience. Absolutely. I think I love ये जो usual cliches हैं, but I like it. To fail is first attempt in learning. So that is very good. We learn more from our failures and from our successes. लेकिन ठीक ठाक हमारी personality polish हो जाती है failure के through. So let's not be afraid of failure.
वो जो तुम्हारी एक थी वो बात जो थे वो तो देखिए क्या चीज बात बड़े अच्छा शेयर तुम बोलती हो कि वो
कौन सा वाला
बात ये मुखालिफ वाली है ना तो वो है नंबर 1. एक और भी है कि वो जो आपको जो पेन्स आपको मिलती हैं वो आपको ही आगे बढ़ाती हैं.
लास्ट मेरा यही वो था कि खुदा तुझे किसी तूफान से आशना कर दे कि तेरे बहर की मौजों में इज़्तिराब नहीं. स्टिल वाटर स्टैग्नेट करता है. बहता पानी जो है वो लाइफ लेके आता है. अगर आप स्टैग्नेट कर गए हैं वो यही वजह है कि आप रिस्क नहीं लेते.
In fact, I want to add on one very simple advice to people. If you really want to be successful, expedite your failures.
Wow. अगर आप कामयाब होना चाहते हैं तो अपनी नाकामियां जल्दी नाकाम हो जाएं ताकि बहुत जल्द आप कामयाब भी हो जाए.
मल्टीप्लाई
कर दें. आपका बहुत शुक्रिया ज़ौफिशा हसीब. It was fascinating. I wish we had not lost you in the middle. We lost some time there, but it was fantastic. Would you like to leave us with any last words?
Believe in yourself. मैं तो बस ये करती हूँ, हर चीज खुद से स्टार्ट होती है. Believe in yourself. अपने डिवाइन सुप्रीम पावर के साथ कनेक्शन रखें. ना आपको फेयर्स होंगे, ना आप रिस्क टेकिंग से अवर्स होंगे, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि वो रज़ाक है, वो रहीम है, रहमान. That is my
last statement is, there was a research that took place, like, a lot of research on this, and people on their deathbed
in hospices,
in hospitals and so on and so forth and so on and so forth. So they were asked, if you were to relive your life, what would you do differently? Wow. And invariably, they came up with about 5-6 things, which I have written down. But the most important thing that they actually talked about, that they regret the risks they did not take in their life. They don't regret the risks they took, but they regret the risks they did not take in their life.
They regret the risks they didn't take in their lives, and you two are doing a wonderful job pushing all of us, and firstly your own selves, into a wonderful, healthier, happier life. I love what all you said, and fascinating. In today's times, it has become even more relevant when even big businesses have to think like the healthy, happy individuals did, that life is what you make of it. That is what gives meaning to life. And your ability, not your non-ability to take risks, is denying you. The bigger risk is not taking risk. Aapka bahut shukriya, Zaufyshan Haseeb, for taking out the time, for being with us. Stay well, and maybe get out of the lockdown soon and see more of each other live in person.
You stay safe, you stay healthy, and you stay happy.
And you stay like in that risk-taking mode. So expand your risk-taking ability. Do something that you have not done today. Really. Try something new. Do anything new. That's for you to decide. All right, thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.